Don't let nobody tell you that the flight is overbooked because you paid for your seat. So what you mean I can't get on the plane when I paid just like everybody else paid? I'm of a white Christmas with every Christmas card I write. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
Ain't trying to be like me. So if you're new to our channel, we are a travel channel. We post our vlogs, travel tips, and that's actually what one of these videos are today. Yep. We also have a travel theme page on Instagram, so if you're not already, follow us on Traveling Sistahood. And if you'd like to be featured, tag us in your travel pictures.
Yeah. So first things first, click that little red button, subscribe. It's free, it'll cost you nothing. Like the video, drop a comment down below. Today we're gonna be telling you guys tips for traveling during the holidays.
Now, I mean, Rona is still real active out there, so I don't know if anyone is traveling for the holidays, but if you're going to Tulum, if you're just traveling to another state for Christmas, these tips will be helpful.
Yep, so if we're looking at our phone, we're looking at the tips.
Okay. Here we go.
So tip number one
is
get to the airport 2 to 3 hours early. If you're Caribbean, you do this all the time, regardless. But especially during the holidays, everyone's traveling. The security, the TSA line is gonna be crazy. So make sure that you get to the airport at least 3 hours before your flight so that you make that flight.
Right, because you don't want to pull up with like maybe 20 minutes to get to your flight. The line is long to get to the counter if you didn't check in online, and that's another tip. But you pull up, the line is long to get to the counter, and then the line is hella long to get through TSA. And then maybe your gate is all the way in West Bubba, and you gotta make it all the way down to your gate, and then you miss your flight.
And then you'll be like, there's not another flight leaving for another 3 days.
It's going to be booked up.
Yeah,
don't
so
do it to
make
yourself.
sure you get to the airport early.
Yes. So tip number 2 is arrive to your destination at least 2 days before the actual holiday, or if you don't care to actually spend the actual holiday with your family or whoever you're going to spend it with, arrive 2 days after. So you want to miss all of that chaos that's going on the airport. The lines won't be super short now because it's 2 days before, 2 days after, but you'll miss that rush.
You don't want to be boarding the plane on Christmas Eve, trying to make it for Christmas Day. There's always delays with flights, the weather, especially if you're leaving from New York, it might be snowing. So you want to book so that you can leave a couple days ahead of time. So if anything is delayed, you still be able to make the holiday.
Right.
Tip number 3 is to only travel with a carry-on. In our last travel tips video, we told you to do this because it can save you money, but now it's really gonna save you time. You don't want to have to check a bag and be waiting in the lines when everything is long and you're looking for everything. And also, like the holidays, everyone is traveling. Your bag is gonna get lost if you check it. You have a high probability of losing your luggage if you check a bag, so you just take a carry-on. If you're bringing presents, if you check a bag, they might break when you check it. So just try to pack light and just use a carry-on.
Right, and you also, when you're getting off the plane, you don't want to have to wait to get your bag off.
Yeah, you just want to be able to grab it and go.
Tip number 4, check in online before you get to the airport. This not only saves you time, but also I've heard, it has never happened to either of us personally, but we've had cousins when we were flying for, I think this was a funeral, that they got to the airport trying to check in and they're saying that the flight is overbooked.
Yeah.
So if you check in early online, you're already accounted for. You're going to just let them scan your boarding pass. Once you're going through TSA, they're just gonna look at it. So check in early to avoid those issues.
And also, don't let nobody tell you that the flight is overbooked because you paid for your seat. So what you mean I can't get on the plane when I paid just like everybody else paid? So get there early so you're not the one that's like, oh, you have to be on standby to plane show. No, you paid for your ticket. Get on the plane. Period. Don't let nobody take you for Bobby show.
All right.
Tip number 5 is if you're checking a bag, make sure that you have a name tag on it.
Oh, yes.
Like we said before, everyone's traveling. Your bag is likely to get lost. You shouldn't check a bag, but if you have to, make sure it has like your name and the address of either where you're going or at your house.
Someone to call, because our mom just came home from Grenada the other day, and she ended up having the exact same bag as someone else. Came home with it, opened it here, and was like,
this is not my stuff.
Yeah, so, and she didn't have a tag on her bag, and we just had to do some extra stuff to find.
But the person had a tag on their bag, so we were able to like look up their name. We connected with them on Facebook, and we switched the bags back. But without that tag, it was going to be a lost cause. So don't, make sure you have a tag on your bag.
Make sure you have a tag that at least has a number that they can reach. You don't have to put your address and all that stuff, but just put your name and your number.
Yeah, or if you have a black suitcase, like everyone else has a black suitcase, put like a special
ribbon,
scarf, or something to like differentiate your bag from everyone else's.
A lot of people put ribbons on the handles of their bag, like a different color that they know it's theirs. Tip number 6. So if you are traveling in a large group family, or even if it's just like me traveling with my sister, choose your seats ahead of time. Sometimes there will be a fee, but maybe you can get 2 seats or however many seats you need together ahead of time that are free. But if you definitely want to sit next to a person, like I have a cousin that she needs to sit next to me. Like it just, like if we're on the plane together, she's not sitting in some other seat. She wants to sit next to me. So pick your seats ahead of time, whether you have to pay or not. It's up to you. That way you can secure your seats, because if you get to the gate, normally if you go up with your ticket and you say, hey, we're traveling together, can you find a seat together? Sometimes, especially around Christmas, you'll run into that problem where all the seats are taken, because those were the people who were smart enough to select their seats before they got to the airport.
And I think online it's either, if you have to pay, it's probably like $20, $35. It's not a crazy amount to pay for your seat, and it's worth it if you're going to be on a long journey to be with who you want to be with.
Right.
Tip number 7. This is to help you get through TSA. You want to have shoes that are very easy to take off, because you know you're going to be running late and you're going to be rushing through the line, and you don't got time to be zipping and unbuckling. Put Crocs. Get you some Crocs.
Do not fall into the Crocs rabbit hole. Don't
Crocs
do it.
Is everything. Get you some Christmas gibbets to put on them. But have shoes that are easy to take off. Don't have pins in your hair, so that you can just get through TSA quickly. Dress really comfortably. The airport is going to be crowded. You're going to be tired. You're going to be stressed out. So just have on like leggings, a hoodie, some Crocs.
No, you can wear, what I like to do is I wear my slides to the airport. Sometimes, like if it's really, really cold outside and you can't, then you could just put socks and slides. It's okay. Just go into the airport. And then once you only because when you take off your shoes, you're walking bare feet through TSA, and that's nasty. So if you're wearing socks and slides, you walk through TSA with those socks. You can take off the socks once you get through it, put on your slides, and go.
Or get some Crocs.
Don't do it. Tip number 8, and this might be the most important to a lot of people. Bring or purchase, have whatever, a portable charger, because there are a lot of most airports would have those spots where you can plug in your phone, blah blah blah, but a lot of them are not next to seats. Someone may be sitting there. All of them, if it's Christmas time, all of them may be used. Your phone is on 15%. You're about to get on a flight that doesn't have any type of USB port or charging port, and you want to watch the Netflix episodes that you downloaded. So you want to have a portable charger, even if you did charge up your stuff the night before, which is what you should do, but you'll be sitting there in the airport waiting for your flight, and you will be on your phone. So have a portable charger so that you can have up in the air, or even while you're sitting in the airport, spaces may not be available for you to charge your phone.
Yeah, we'll have a link down below to the portable charger that we recommend. Tip number 9. Now, if you have an American Express card, you might have access, but if not, there are lounges in the airport that you can pay to get into, and it might be a little pricey, but honestly, it's worth it. You pay to get into the lounge, you have comfortable seating, there's TVs, there's bars, there's food, and you don't gotta be with everybody else laying around on the floor, because the airport is gonna be packed. So it's worth it to spend that extra couple, like $100 or so, pay the money to get into a lounge and enjoy your time while you're waiting in the airport.
Or you can do like me and go with someone who has an American Express card, or has a card that
Let's shout out those family members.
Yeah, shout out to
that
you.
have those cards, and they can always bring a guest for free, so we be in the lounge. Okay, but yeah, the lounge, there's TV, drinks, places to charge your phones, food. It's always a good time to
relax,
lounge.
especially if you have a long layover. That way, maybe where a lounge comes in and it's handy.
Yeah.
So our last tip number 10. I mean, we're already in the festive holiday season. I just want you guys to check out like our little fireplace, our stocking, this beautiful tree.
Yeah, we got a 7-foot tree just for y'all, as you can see.
So tip number 10, and this may be a hard pill to swallow, but
for me.
Tip number 10 is to be patient. It is the holiday season. It's cold outside. It's probably snowing. Things are going to go wrong. That's why we tell you to get places earlier or like travel earlier, because things will go wrong and you just want to give yourself that extra cushion for the things that will go wrong. Another thing is, if you're checking a bag and you're having like a purse, put some clothes in there, because if your bag does get lost, you have some clothes. So be patient, be prepared for flights to be a little delayed.
TSA. We don't like TSA on a regular. So TSA during Christmas time, they don't want to be there. You don't want to deal with them. Everybody has an attitude. But be patient, because if you don't, they're going to throw out your toiletries. Just cause. And I can't tell you,
be nice. You get more bees with honey. That's the truth. So be nice, be patient, and enjoy your holiday travel. So this is the end of our video. We hope that these tips were helpful. If you have any more tips about traveling during the holidays, drop them down below in the comment section. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up.
We hope you're enjoying our Vlogmas. Subscribe. We're trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year. Make sure you share this video with your mother, your sister, your brother, your cousin, everybody. And bye.
Bye.